Hello everybody, hello dear Super family. My name is Ivan, and today in this 7th episode of Miss Supranational 2022 Super Chat, I'm happy to be joined by our new wonderful, amazing, gorgeous group of contestants representing France, Indonesia, Ireland, Nepal, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Zimbabwe. So happy to meet you all, ladies, and I'm so excited to get to know you better, asking you some interesting questions tonight. And I'm even more excited to meet you in Poland very, very soon. And for now, before we start, I would like all of you and our audience to take a glimpse of the wonderful region of Małopolska, where Miss Supranational will be held this year.
We're wide open for culture, for the art of masters, bold colours and flavours, to share memories and celebrate life, offering vibrant local culture and a land that is yours to explore. Experience Krakow. Visit Małopolska.
Okay, ladies, if you're ready, it's time to introduce yourselves. Hello, friends. Can you please introduce yourself shortly?
Hello, my name is Valentin Lecor. I'm 22 years old and I'm Miss Supranational France. I'm a professional model, and in September I'm going back to school to study pet grooming.
Nice meeting you, friends. Hi, Indonesia. Can you please introduce yourself shortly?
Hi Ivan, glad to finally meet you, though it's virtually. Yes, I'm Adinda, representing my beautiful, diverse country, Indonesia. And Ivan, do you happen to love racing? Because if you do, you're going to love my story. I came from a very sporty background of family. Both of my parents, my cousins, my brother are all national drifter of Indonesia. So I grew up in circuits watching them race weekly. But though I'm not a racer today, but I channel my competitive spirit through other sports, such as basketball, badminton, tennis, and so many more. And another fun fact, I used to become the basketball captain of my team. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Indonesia. I do love your story, and so great meeting you. Hello, Miss Ireland. Can you please introduce yourself?
Supra Chat, Ivan. Thank you for this opportunity to get to know me a little bit better. I am Shannon McCullough, your Miss Supranational Ireland 2022, and I'm 26 years old, and I have a first-class Bachelor of Science degree in Geography and Environmental Studies. I also have a diploma in International Academic Studies, and in my free time, I love everything outdoors. Nature, that's where you'll find me. I can't wait to meet you all soon in Poland.
Great meeting you, Shannon, and welcome to Poland. Hi, Miss Nepal. Can you please introduce yourself?
Namaste everyone, I'm Keshu Khadka, a medical graduate. I'm a dentist by profession. I'm from the majestic land of culture and adventure, Nepal. I'm inspired by people and their dynamic experiences and stories, and today I'm looking forward to hear such stories here at Supra Chat as well. Thank you, Ivan.
Great meeting you, Nepal. Thank you. Hi, Philippines. Could you please introduce yourself shortly?
Hello, everyone. I am Allison Black, your ballerina businesswoman representing the Philippines. I am a former professional ballet dancer and a business graduate. And thankfully, combining these two aspects of my life, I run my own ballet school now, and I actively advocate for women-led businesses.
Thank you, Philippines. Great meeting you, Allison. Hello, Singapore. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Jai Sin and I'm 23 years old this year. I'm Miss Supranational Singapore and I'm feeling very excited to be meeting everyone in person soon. Yeah, I'm a fresh graduate with a bachelor's degree in marketing and I'm currently pursuing modeling full-time. During my free time, I like to play badminton and also visit the gym. Thank you.
Great meeting you, Singapore. Thank you. Hello, Thailand. Can you please introduce yourself shortly?
Yes, sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Prawanit Rentong. I'm Miss Supranational Thailand. I'm come from south of Thailand. I grew up in southern Thailand and then moved to Bangkok to pursue my dream. And I am a nutritionist who really love to taking care of myself. And I have created my community called P Proactive, the healthy community to create my content and communicate and also publish my workout and nutritionist knowledge on my platform, social media platform.
Thank you. Great meeting you, Thailand. Hello, Zimbabwe. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Kimberly Tatenda Mayoyo. I'm 24 years of age. I'm a lawyer, a conveyancer, notary public by profession. I'm a philanthropist at heart and an entrepreneur focusing on farming. I strongly believe that women are strong agents of change and far-reaching benefits. And I am very passionate and enthusiastic and determined to impact the world through eradicating poverty and spreading mental health awareness across the globe. I am representing the majestic world of wonders, Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, the House of Stones.
Thank you. Great meeting you. Great introduction. Thank you for a wonderful introduction, ladies. Now it's time for questions based on your biographies. Our today's personal question to Miss France. Tell us about your biggest fear. We heard it has something to do with water.
When I was 10 years old, I went to the United States to San Francisco and I visited the Golden Gate Bridge. It was very, very windy and the ocean under the bridge scared me. And now because of that, I'm really afraid of crossing bridges. But I'm working on this problem. It's already better now and easier for me to cross a bridge.
Merci beaucoup. Our next personal question goes to Miss Indonesia. Can you please tell us a little bit about your project Better Equal?
Yes, I would love to glad and share it with you. Better Equal is a platform that I initiated back in 2020. So basically with my background in education, in digital media and communication, I want to use my experience to be a benefit for my community, basically. So I initiated this as a platform to advocate about gender equality and to help the women in Jawa Timur, in Indonesia especially, to be empowered and to be known for their skills and passion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Indonesia. Ireland, your personal question. We heard Jane Goodall is one of your personal heroes. What draws you to her?
Well, being honest, Jane Goodall is an exceptional woman. Like many other in this contest ourselves, what she's done for animals and the planet is just exceptional. Her advocacies and idols in life is phenomenal. One major thing that she said that always stood out to me is all you have to do is decide what difference you want to make in the world. And I would love to follow her and the positive influences she has had.
No, true, she's a great influencer and thank you for sharing this, Shannon. Our today's personal question to you, Nepal. We heard that you are one of a set of twins. Tell us what that is like. Do you share a special connection with your twin?
Yes, I have an identical twin sister who's also a doctor. Having a twin is like, we've shared a womb for 9 months, and it's like having a best friend even before you know what friendship is. So for me, having my sister as my friend, as my support system throughout the life, I think it has also taught me a lot of things, like looking at things from others' perspective, being selfless and being there for each other despite of all the situations. And it has been a lot of fun having a twin. I feel blessed.
Thanks, Miss Nepal. Thanks for sharing this and say hi to your twin sister. Philippines, your personal question. What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure is honestly video games. I grew up with 5 brothers, and a lot of that instilled in me enjoying games on my phone or games on my laptop. And I just enjoy having fun with my family, with my friends, and just having my mind off of all the serious things in the world.
Okay, got you. Thank you, Philippines. Singapore, your personal question. You aspire to live a holistic lifestyle. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so to me, right, holistic lifestyle is really, really very important because we have to take charge of our health a lot, and then we have to really look into the emotional and the physical aspect. So personally, to me, right, I feel that taking charge of my emotional and physical health is very important, and I feel that it helped me become a more confident person, and that is something that I would like to promote to ensure that everyone lead a holistic lifestyle to become a better self. Yeah.
Thank you, Singapore, for your answer. Thailand, your personal question. Tell us which animal you would wish to be if you could, and why.
This is going to be a short answer. If I could, I would. If I am able to be one animal, I could be a bird. Because of one word, freedom. I think being a bird, you can go everywhere you want. You can do whatever you want, and I just feel like I really love freedom. I don't know how to explain, but freedom is just can make you feel free. Yes. So a bird for sure.
Brilliant answer. Thank you, Thailand. Your personal question, Zimbabwe. Tell us about your greatest accomplishment.
My greatest accomplishment is winning Miss Supranational Zimbabwe, and honestly, it's a huge step for me because up until where I am today, I never thought I would have the opportunity to represent my country at an international platform, let alone Miss Supranational, a platform which has created a legacy in empowering women and men as well. And I think this is the greatest accomplishment of my life so far. I intend to do more, but as we stand, that is what I celebrate.
Thank you for your answer, Zimbabwe. Thanks, ladies, for your amazing answers. Now that we and our audience know you a little bit better, it's time for you to answer the questions from the fans of Miss Supranational and your personal fans. Next up to answer a question from Miss Supranational community is Miss France. What is your favorite Disney character and why?
My favorite Disney character is Boxley in French or Piglet in English. I really love Winnie the Pooh cartoons and love the character of Piglet. He's tiny and sweet. Since I was a child, he's my teddy.
Okay, thank you, France. Lovely. Next up to answer our today's question from a fan is Miss Indonesia. How do you see the role of a modern woman in society?
Yes, modern women. It is actually a phase that has been upscaled from decades to decades. Women used to be just around the kitchen and just do whatever the society told them to do. But nowadays, we have the voice, we have the power and the channel to voice out our concerns and our passion, which I'm very glad. And as I mentioned before, with my platform Better Equal, we are having the channel and platform to voice out those women who haven't got the chance to speak out their passion and their interest in education, basically. So yeah, modern women for me are the ones that have big passion and be courageous to speak out their passion. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful answer, Indonesia. Question from Miss Supranational fan community to you, Shannon. How do you handle stress and pressure?
Thank you very much for this question. It's a great one, especially when dealing with life's pressures. It's good to have ways to get around these obstacles. I would always like to look at what I have in front of me and maybe make lists and take that step by step, because every task can be stressful. But if you break it down into steps and take one bit at a time, then you can always get through it with minimal stress or less.
Great answer and great advice. Thank you, Shannon. Next up to answer a question from a fan is Miss Nepal. What does perfection mean to you?
For me, perfection is a state of trying. For me, perfection is when you are always trying to be a better version of yourself, giving your 100% in whatever you're doing. Perfection is not a state of being perfect in all terms, but being your authentic individual self in everything you do, in every step of your life, and just giving your 100% in however possible way.
Thank you. Great answer, Nepal. For today's question from a fan to you, Philippines. How do you handle criticism, especially from social media trolls?
It's really important to handle criticism with a filter. I am personally really scared of being judged, but I overcame that fear by joining a pageant and putting myself out there in the world. And I've learned that there are people who will build me up and there are people who will want to break me down. And it's really important that I figure out who those people are and take the criticism from the people who want me to be a better person.
Great answer. Thank you, Philippines. Your question from a fan, Singapore. What are some things only nature can teach humans?
What are some things that nature can teach humans? I would say the peace, because between humans there are bound to be conflicts. So something about nature is that it's very peaceful and quiet. So it is something that we can learn to make peace with everyone and to be peaceful. Yeah.
Agree with you. Great answer. Thank you, Singapore. Thailand, your question from a fan. How do you make your voice and opinions heard by society?
ค่ะสำหรับสิ่งที่จะทำให้
For me, to make our society hear my voice and hear my opinion is to get to understand our society first, and then take my chance on the platforms like Miss Supranational Thailand, for example. This is a chance I already used, and this is the chance I can use in the future, being on the international stage of Miss Supranational. This way I can make my voice louder, I can make it be heard on the global level. Thank you very much.
Thank you for answer, Thailand. Zimbabwe, your fan's question. What is the most important thing we should teach young people?
The most important thing we should teach young people is prosperity generation. I strongly believe that as we grow up and as we become adults, we get so many responsibilities, and whether we like it or not, it is a fact that we need prosperity, we need income, we need money, we need resources to be able to carry out our day-to-day lives. So I think the most important thing to teach our children is prosperity generation, and this can be done through looking at things like innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. I think if we read the book Poor Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we'll get a lot more lessons on that. Thank you.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Thank you, Zimbabwe. Thank you, ladies, for making your and Miss Supranational fans super happy. And now we're going to have one and the same general question for each participant of this group. If you're ready, let's go. Our today's general question to you, Miss France. And I really love this one. Which historical figure, good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
The emblematic character that I choose is the architect Gustave Eiffel, because he created the famous Eiffel Tower. A lot of tourists are coming to France, especially to Paris, to see the famous Iron Lady. It's a true symbol of France, created by this talented architect.
Thank you, Franz. Great answer. Our today's general question to Indonesia. Which historical figure, good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
Thank you for the question, Ivan. And I think talking about historical figures, we are talking about those who have aspiration and those who have contributed specific passion to our country and our community. And the good side, for me, I always admire Ibu Raden Ajeng Kartini, a beautiful, a brave and courageous, bold woman from Indonesia, that the first women spoke out about importance about education and importance about being a role model of women in Indonesia. That's why I admire her so much. And with the bad figure, I don't think there is such thing as a bad figure, because each and every one of us has our ups and downs. Each and every one of us has our own limitations and weaknesses and a good thing in our life. So whatever we do and whatever things that happen to us, we always have the good and bad side to our community, to ourselves, or even to our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Indonesia, for your wise and brilliant answer. Our today's group general question to you, Shannon. Again, I really love this question, and I'm like 100% sure that you will have a lot to say here. Which historical figure, good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country? And please explain your answer.
That's a very good question. Also a tricky one, because my country has had many historical figures who've all taken advantage, especially with Ireland having its troubles and being a divided country, which I know is current as well with the Ukraine crisis. But in my country, I would have to say someone who had a major impact would be Tony Blair, who was an advocate for peace as well. He was the Prime Minister of Great Britain. But what he done for Northern Ireland and Ireland was great. He brought a lot of peace and the Good Friday Agreement, which has now made the north of Ireland globally renowned for our peace process. So I'd have to say he's had probably a really great influence.
Tony Blair, okay. Thank you, Shannon. Great answer. Thank you for this. Our today's general question to you, Nepal. Which historical figure, good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
I would connect that question to a very recent event, political event that happened in our country. Recently, Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, chose its youngest mayor in the history that is ever had. And I think Mr. Balindra Shah, who stood as an independent candidate, and I think his win has not just reinstilled and reestablished the hopes of people in politics, but also inspired young individuals, not just me, but young and old and peoples of all ages across country to have aspirations for your country, to do something, to have a good vision and mindset, and to inspire others with your vision and your actions.
Thank you. Thanks for answering, Nepal. Our today's general question to you, Philippines. Which historical figure, no matter good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
I would say that it would be Jose Rizal. He is our national hero in the Philippines, and he fought for Philippine independence through writing. And I resonate with that as a lover of the arts. I'm a dancer and I'm a lover of our culture. And to see him in our history fighting for something for the rest of the Philippines inspires me to do what I want to do while bringing others and uplifting others with me.
Thank you, Philippines. Our today's general question to you, Singapore. Which historical figure, good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
Okay, so personally to me, because I live in Singapore, a historical figure that I think will make an impact will be Lee Kuan Yew, our late founding father. Yeah, I think that he is very inspiring in many ways. He led Singapore to be independent now, and Singapore is still growing. So that is something that I think we can learn to be strong and to help one another. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for answering, Singapore. Our today's general question to you, Thailand. Which historical figure, good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
สำหรับเหตุการณ์ในประวัติศาสตร์
I
ที่
wouldn't make accent on historical figures. There are many in our history,
อย่างต่อเนื่อง
both
ต่อ
good and bad.
ต่อบ้านของเราก็
But
คือ
what I'd like to emphasize here is that pretty much like in any nation's history, we also had wars with other countries, with good and bad historical figures involved.
ซึ่งมันมีบางส่วน
But the main thing is the lesson our people learned from these events. And the lesson is that understanding each other and ability to talk, discuss and negotiate is one of the ultimate values humanity has. And we shall use it to make our world a better place.
Thank you so much, Thailand. And the same question we're asking everybody in this group, Zimbabwe. Which historical figure, no matter good or bad, do you think had the biggest impact on your country, and why?
I think the historic figure who had the biggest impact on my country is the late President Robert Mugabe. He gave us back our land. In as much as we fought as a country and united together, he was our leader at that time. And as we look at Chimurenga III, the famously known as Wondoya Minda in my language, which means the liberation war in respect of the land. We got back our land, which is our main source of income, our main source of prosperity. And I think he had the greatest impact on my country. Up until today, we survive on agriculture and on our mining sector. So I think Robert Mugabe was one of our greatest influencers in my country.
Okay, thank you, Zimbabwe. Thank you, ladies. Your answers are really brilliant and thought-provoking. Thanks again for sharing your ideas and life experiences on this episode of Supra Chat. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to download the Miss Supranational app. The link is in the description box below this video. You have just 3 days to vote for your favorites. The fan vote winner and the judges vote winner will be the delegate who will go on to the next round of the competition. So make sure you've downloaded the app and voted for your favorite. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give a thumb up to this video. Thank you, ladies. It was amazing talking to you, and see you very soon in Poland. Bye-bye.